Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
Moon pie! That's what I'll make tonight.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
Moon pie! That's what I'll make tonight.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Error.
Hey everyone. I'm just checking that everything is alright.
The world
Nothing
remains
blowing up.
constant over the centuries. But human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through
I'll be with
water.
you in a second.
There's a
Transitory.
strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
Oh yeah, thanks Hadvik for letting me know. Just making sure you know. Because you never know with how live streams sometimes work. But yeah, alright.
Haven't you heard?
I guess let's get started.
Wanderer.
So, today's Friday. I hope you guys doing okay. Hope you have some good plans going on for the weekends. I just got off work myself not too long ago. Today I might actually do a little bit of achievement hunting. I always thought that would be kind of cool idea to do on a stream. And also, I might try to go for Layla. I'm not 100% sure if I do want to. But I did hear that she's quite good. And I do have like a few wishes. Plus, my pity is not like built at all. So, there's a pretty good chance I can get here without actually going for either or Miko or Child. Because I'm not really interested in either of them. And I'm not really interested in Hazel or Toma to begin with. Weapon-wise, I'm not really interested in those two. So, I might try like 10 pull or 2. I don't know. We'll see. Because I still need to get some Stardust anyway for this month to get these. But we'll see. We might actually do like a temple for standard as well. I actually kind of want to test her out because I'm not the type of person that looks at leaks, so I don't really know much about her. Oh hey Kuja, hope you're doing good, okay? Oh yeah guys, by the way, if you want to chat, just feel free. And if you don't feel like it, just hopefully, like, we can hang out, have a good time. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, Malva. But yeah, I kind of want to try her out, just see how she feels before I actually try pulling for her. Because she might be fun. I heard that she's kind of like Bennett. Oh, adventure rank. Yeah, sorry, I didn't catch that. So, I'm adventure rank 25 on this account. Like, I'll show you right now, I guess. For Scaramouche, yeah. Oh, I definitely will get him. Because, like, I'm not entirely free to play. But that's mostly because, like, when I was doing it for fun, I obviously didn't spend money. Because why would I? But since I started making videos, I think it would be more fun for you guys if I get like new characters and I can just kind of do like showcase on stream every now and again. I'm probably not gonna go for like every single character, but I'll probably get like fun ones. Shield, I mean, I'm not like a big Shielder type of guy. Like, I love Zhongli, but personally, I was never into like Diona or Toma or Xinyan. Like, no Shielders really interest me to begin with. Yeah, that's true, because like, if you have Zhongli, you don't really need another Shielder. At least, I don't think you do. Because like, I'm pretty sure unless corrosion is a thing, Zhongli will protect you from anything, really. You don't even need a healer. But yeah, as I said, so basically, right now, I'm not, like, totally free to play, so I go, like, Battle Pass. And I have Walking Moon. But I never bought, like, actual these packs. I'm not sure if I ever will, but I might consider it at some point, just for content, really. Not for anything else. I might actually buy, like, Deluxe skin, because it's pretty cool. But yeah, as I said, I'm adventuring, like... Let me check. Yeah, it's about a year old. A little bit over a year. I mean, yeah, personally, I use Zhongli and on my other account. And I use Bennett as a healer. Like, I run Diluc, Bennett, Xinqiu, and I think Sucrose. And on the other side, I have Ganyu, I have... where's he? Where's Kazuha? I have Kazuha, and I think I rank Zhangling there. And I'm not sure who the other one is. But I think I rank Zhongli, like, with either one teams for Abyss, every now and again, depending on how I feel. But I decided to play on this account for live streams simply because I think it would be more fun to like explore together with you guys rather than just go from the account and have nothing to do on. I actually never used Nilo, like, at all. I tried to test run her once and I thought about getting her, but the problem is I have Ayato on this account, and he's kinda like Nilo. Like, I know they're not exactly the same, but they kinda play similarly, in a way. So I never had, like, the need to go for Nilo, but I do like her, she's pretty fun. But yeah, as I said, I probably will rank up this account, like, a little bit later. I'm not sure exactly when, but I think as soon as I get, like, achievements, they're easier to get on like lower ranks like this one. Because this one is exceptionally hard to get when you get to like adventure rank 55. Because you need to kill like low level monsters usually, like slimes and stuff, in order to get these. Otherwise you need like to downscale your damage to the point where you don't actually kill them from damage, but you kill them from reactions. So yeah, a lot of people don't actually have this achievement like at all, just because of how hard it is to do. But yeah, I think I'll try to go for this one today, and maybe this one. And we might do a few like bosses achievements here and there. I'll see if I have any left on this account. Oh yeah, that should be pretty fun. But yeah, as I was saying, I actually want to try out Layla, just to see if I actually like her. Because I don't know if it's true, but from what I heard, she's kind of like Bennett, but cryo. And personally, that seems kind of cool. Nilo and Nahida is actually pretty crazy. Like, I heard they complement each other really, really well. Like, Nahida just buffed pretty much every single character that was lacking, I guess. Because she buffed Sina, she buffed Nahida, Nilo, and she buffed a lot of like older characters, like Keqing became incredible with Nahida. Who else? Ayato became even greater. Raiden Shogun complements Nahida exceptionally well. Like this, Nahida is pretty much like jack of all trades. She just makes like anyone better, even if she doesn't have like reactions with them. Oh, I see. That's interesting. I want to see kind of what her passive does. I see, so she does like passive cryo damage. Oh, that's like mini Ganyu. Ult, that's pretty cool. I mean, she seems pretty interesting. It would be pretty fun to actually build her for like boss runs, where like you would just deal passive damage without actually doing anything. Because I mean, her cooldown is pretty short. Like, the shield only runs out pretty much on cooldown. Like, you can reset it if you don't get hit. That's kind of interesting. I do like it. It's a bit unusual though. Because like usually it's very rare for, especially 4-star characters, to have their elemental skill kind of on cooldown. Really?
Stars, shine for me.
And her elemental burst is really short, like cooldown as well. So that's kind of cool. If you don't have Ganyu, I think your burst is actually pretty useful.
Don't be scared.
Like, it doesn't have like crazy range, I think, but it's pretty interesting. And it looks kind of cool as well. So yeah, I do like her so far. I think she would work really well with like melt combo, like with someone like Zhenling, or even Banner, really. I just wonder if she's actually good as a DPS or if she's just like a support. That would be interesting to see what she does like on a field instead of off field damage.
My guiding stars. Stars, shine for me. You're toast.
I think she's the first like actual cryo character that I like 4-star wise. Because like I like Diona, but she's not like super interesting to me. Because as I say, I'm not the biggest fan of shielders. And I never played with Kaya either. Oh yeah, it's pretty interesting. I do like her, definitely. I guess let's start by doing daily stuff, and then we can get to the actual fun stuff of trying to get some achievements going. I want to complete at least like one tree of achievements today to get like a name card or two. That would be fun. But yeah, as I said before, guys, hope you have a good day. Hope it wasn't too harsh on you. Because I know Fridays could be either really easy or really hard, depending on what you do.
Shine down.
But hopefully you'll have some downtime on the weekends.
Cascade.
Personally, I'm not planning to do much. I'll probably just like chill out, just have like read something. I've been reading quite a lot of manga recently. Just caught up on like some of my favorite titles. Like started reading one of my personal favorites, like Destined Villain, I think it's called. It's like a manhwa about cultivation stuff, where it's like the main character gets transformed into like a villain. And the main point of the manhwa is that he gets power, and every single manhwa are kind of the same, really. They're usually really one-dimensional. It's very rare to find someone that actually has something cool going on about them.
Cascade.
Illusion shattered.
But yeah, other than that, didn't really plan what I'm gonna do yet. Because I'm not like the type of person to go out on the weekends. Since, I don't know about you guys, but like, I live in England and the weather here is, I would say, not exceptionally good. It's very tame at best and very bad at worst. I mean, Sarveg, as I said before, it depends on the manhwa, but usually every single manhwa starts in one of the two ways, at least from what I gathered. It either starts with protagonists like being super weak and then becoming like super strong in a matter of like 2 to 3 chapters, or it starts with protagonists being exceptionally strong and then something happens to them and they become super weak and then they try to get strong again. So it kind of starts at the same point, it's just from 2 different perspectives usually. It's very rare for it to be something else. Especially if it's like a male character as a lead, which is like 95 of every single manhwa in existence. Because it's very rare to have like female protagonists. But yeah, that's why I like manhwas. They actually don't take themselves too seriously. And they're more like comedic about it. Because like most of them use the same tropes. And the same like villains, the same story chapters. Like, because I'm not a writer, but like I can tell you what the manhwa is gonna be just from the title half the time. Just because I read so many that I can just predict them. Like reading a book pretty much. Because most of them don't even try to be original. They just use a formula that works. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Because like, if something works, then it works, you know? You can't really blame somebody for doing something that's good. It's just not innovative. That's why I really cherish like those manhwas that I find they're at least somewhat unique. Or at least try to be.
Torn to oblivion. There is no escape.
Like, I think I started reading today a manhwa called Godslayer. And it's one of the most generic manhwas you'll ever read. It's like starts with a protagonist. Well, actually, maybe not. Because like, it starts with the protagonist being like shown him in a car crash. And he like gets disabled by getting his both like arm and leg disassembled due to like accident. And like it shows his mother passing away and stuff like that. So the plot itself doesn't sound too bad to begin with, because like it has a premise, it has like a good setup, and it has like a protagonist struggling with his identity because like, he feels like he's very useless. Everybody like kind of just pities him, but talks like smack behind his back, but doesn't dare to say it to his face. And like the only one that he has in his life is his best friend, who like kind of tries his best or her best to make sure that he's okay. But then it starts going into like generic territory, because what it begins doing is it kind of opens a world of, there's 3 different worlds. There's like a upper world, which is heaven, there's human world, and then there's the in between of like between worlds. And it begins the story with like this main god guy fighting some sort of corrosion type situation, which is like those, some sort of black goop that kind of devours everything in its way.
Cascade.
And like the main god guy tries to fight it to like protect the heaven or whatever, but gets devoured by it instead. And he kind of uses like his last bits of power in order to predict the future and send his like companion, like a demon dog of sorts, like back to Earth in order to guide like the protagonist. So he like sets this demon dog free, and it gets transported into like the normal world, the human world. And it gets attached to protagonist by some sort of like chain from his heart. And it kind of begins like a journey of those two clashing with each other, because like the demon wants to devour the protagonist's body and obviously take over. And protagonist kind of just wants to help people with his power that he obtained through like this contract of sorts. And he like tries his best to just help others. But it has some of the most generic villains imaginable. Like one of the main bad guys is Principal, who kind of just tries to screw over the protagonist because he found him, like, he caught him cheating on his wife with someone, like, outside. It's like one of the most generic tropes where, like, the principal or somebody else in power in, like, school or whatever is trying to screw over the main protagonist. At least it's a common trope in, like, Chinese manhwas.
Be still.
But I find it pretty hilarious most of the time. The only time I hate it is when they drag out the story so goddamn long that it just becomes tedious to the point that it's not even interesting to read. Because like there was one manhwa that I read at some point, I don't remember when exactly, but it was to the point, it was dragged out that it was one arc where the main character would go to like family reunion, and he would like talk to his family that kind of left him behind because like his branch of the family was too poor or whatever. And he like goes to this branch reunion, and the way they drag it out, they make the protagonist kind of just become a mute for a good 30 chapters, and he wouldn't say anything, while all of those like family members just keep dogging on him and like saying how useless he is and trying to show their own stuff. And then it just goes into like one after another certain characters that he like helped before just arriving one by one, and everybody starts talking, oh, they arrived to meet that guy or whoever else. It's like they keep going just one by one, and they keep like greeting the protagonist's parents instead of everyone else, and it just keeps going on and on for like 30 chapters. And like the culmination, you know it, and I know it already. It's gonna be like protagonist just like slapping everyone in the face, like he's better than everyone. But it's so unsatisfying of a conclusion when it's dragged out that it kind of makes you feel like you might as well just have wasted 2 hours of your life doing nothing rather than reading something like that. And that's when I have like a big issue with manhwas, especially Chinese ones, because they love to drag out the story. They love to put like the most minute villains imaginable, or like the most mundane story arcs possible, just to drag our story as far as possible.
Another meaningless day.
But yeah, that's kind of like my mini rant about why some manhwas are good. Oh yeah, Satvik, no worries. I hope you have a good test. Sorry, I probably didn't notice. I'm not sure if you're still here, but if you are, I hope you have a good study session.
If I could pull it out.
But yeah, as I was saying, some manhwas are just so incredibly boring to me that I just feel like I might as well just not read anything. And I made a mistake of like actually reading, not paying attention to ratings when I start reading something. Like, I never look at the ratings, because like sometimes one of the best manhwas have like 2-star ratings, and some of the worst have like 5 stars every single time. So I got used to the idea that like ratings are useless, but sometimes they're actually quite helpful if they are made by real people and not bots. So I made a mistake of reading sometimes over 300 chapters of some of the worst manhwas ever imaginable. And I won't ever get the time back, because like those manhwas take like the entire day to read. And I would sit there and read them just because I had nothing better going on. And that's pretty sad when you think about it, but at the same time, I don't regret it too much, because I just like the idea of reading. I don't really care what it is, even if it's like the worst translations. Or another thing that grinds my gears is sometimes there's no official translation for manhwas, so you have to go with font translation, and sometimes those are so incredibly bad that you might as well just start learning Chinese or Japanese or Korean. And to me, that's like a low blow, personally.
Add Astra.
Because at that point, if I get invested in a story, and the translation gets so bad that I just can't read it physically without losing brain cells,
Thank you for complete.
I just feel so bad at that point, because like I want to know what's happening, but at the same time I can't keep reading. And it happens multiple times throughout like my reading experience with a lot of titles. Because most of the time, if the title is not well known, obviously nobody wants to translate it. And that's really sad. Because like a lot of bad titles sometimes get like really good translators, and a lot of good ones just gets forgotten just because they're not made by big publishers. But yeah, anyway, that was like my mini rant about manhwas while I was doing daily commissions. Alright, I guess let's do some more ley lines.
I have to stifle a smile every time I remember the look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today. Panic-stricken, but unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition. Yes, this was a fine idea.
Oops. I didn't expect that. I really like the Storm Terror's lair. It used to be one of my favorite locations actually in Genshin. Just because I really like this post-apocalyptic atmosphere it has going, like of a medieval style. It's really cool looking.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Be still. Cascade.
Everyone hold hands.
Oh, hey Greg, hope you're doing okay. You missed my rant about manhwas. I was going off on them for about a good 20 minutes or so. I hope you're doing good, by the way. Oh yeah, no worries. I mean, it wasn't like the most exciting thing ever. I just had like a few things that were grinding my gears. But... so I thought I would rant about it for a little bit. While doing daily commissions. But yeah, today I probably will start doing like a little bit of achievements hunting after I do all the daily stuff. And I think tomorrow I'm probably gonna continue with like Sumeru stories. Just when people have a little bit more free time. Because on Fridays usually people are quite busy. So a lot of people probably will miss it. And it's a little bit more fun to just do it with a few people watching. Just so we can share it together. Let's see. But yeah, other than that, you didn't really miss much. I just started not that long ago. I mean, I'm not too bad. Just had like a lot of stuff to do at work today. But it wasn't too bad, it was just like a lot of technical stuff to sort out. But other than that, I just kind of spent most of my day sorting out paperwork. I just came home at about 6 o'clock, so about 2 hours ago. And just kind of like took a shower, had a bite to eat. And then decided to start streaming today again. Just because I didn't really feel like making a video today. So I thought I might just as well stream for a little bit. It's good to hear that you're doing better today though. I'm glad. Alright, I guess I'll try to do pillagers first, and then we're gonna start actually doing the achievements. I'm not sure if I have like the right characters to do those on this account, because I know you need to go to like specific temples in order to pull some of them off. And you need like, specific characters at a pretty low level as well. But I'll see what I can do. Oh yeah, that's good. I mean, it's not good a good thing to like hang on negatives. I'm a pretty carefree person myself. Like if something doesn't go my way, I usually just try to either distract myself with like something else or just try to do something that actually makes me feel a little bit better. I always kinda debate whether I should do these hill chills because they're so tedious to hunt. Since there's so many locations where they could be. I mean, I do like helping people sometimes as well. Not like, you know, on a regular basis, because like, I'm not a saint myself. But whenever I have a chance of like actually helping somebody that I can, I always take the opportunity, because, I don't know, like, helping somebody else just makes me feel a little bit better as well about what I'm doing. I mean, fair enough, I'm not the biggest fan of Toma myself. I was thinking about pulling for Layla, but then the problem is, I'm not fancying any characters here. Like, I don't really feel particularly good about either 5 stars, and I'm not particularly interested in Hazel or Toma. So it's kind of like, if I'm gonna get somebody like Yaemiko or Child, I'm probably not gonna use them. And even though I don't really have like a pity build up, it still probably wouldn't be worth it. I mean, it might be, I guess, but at the same time, I already have Ayata and I already have Raiden, so I don't really need Electro or Hydro characters, because it would just be redundant, really. But I feel like if you don't have a really good like Hydra character, Child is actually not that bad. Like, he's not great nowadays, but he's not that bad. And Yaemika, I'm pretty sure, is quite good. Like, she's not a top tier unit, but she could be useful, especially with someone like Raiden. And these two, I never played with Hazel, even though I do have him C6 on one of my accounts. And I don't really know much about Toma's playstyle. But from what I heard, Layla is really good. Like, I did a playtest her a little bit a while back. And she does seem fun. But I think the problem with her is that she kinda doesn't have anything too exciting going on for her. Like, she has a shield. But you don't really need shields in Genshin. And he'll... I don't know how far your elemental burst reaches. Because it's pretty tiny from what I saw. So I don't know like how big of a range it has. Because it's like a mini Ganyu burst. But it doesn't have like the massive area of effect like Ganyu's one.
Illusion shattered.
Which is definitely interesting, I'd say. She could be fun. If you built her with like maybe melt comps. With somebody like Yanfei maybe, or Diluc, or any other pyro character really. But other than that, I don't really know if you like need her. I mean, as I said, I'm not like the most knowledgeable person, but I do know that Layla probably would be really good as a like shielder slash sub DPS. I don't know if she has the potential of being like a main DPS, because I didn't look at her. Well, I guess we can take a look now. But I don't really know if she has like multipliers to actually make her like a really good damage dealer. Like her main attacks is not that high. The only thing that I really like about her is that her elemental skill is kind of like on cooldown. So you don't need to wait, you pretty much can just spam it. And it's pretty rare. Especially for 4 stars, like for 5 stars it's not as rare. And her elemental burst is really cheap as well. And it has a 12-second cooldown, so it's on cooldown as well. And she also has damage from HP, which I didn't know. And that's interesting, because you can just build her like you would build Zhongli. And have like a fat shield going everywhere. Oh, and she also has like a Mona. Is it like Mona one? Pretty sure it's like Mona's, but maybe no? What is Mona's one? Oh no, Mona's one is a little bit different. I guess it's like Xin Chou's one. Then, yeah, it is. But instead of like refining, it's doubling. I mean, as I said, I haven't tried her. Like, I only tried her as a trial run. But her constellations, the shield absorption, slumber, leash 9 formal. Her constellations seem interesting. Like, C1 is really good. C2 is pretty good. C3 is standard. Starfire short, it will growl nearby members. The Don't Star effect, causing the normal charge attack damage to increase. Oh, that's interesting. Because, like, if Layla has, let's say, 50k HP, that's like 2.5k damage increase. That's pretty substantial. That's kind of cool. I do think she has a really good potential of like being next Bennett. If you build her right. But unlike Bennett, she doesn't actually buff your damage immensely. Because like the main attraction of Bennett is that he both heals you and he also gives you a massive DPS spike. But I think it would be quite interesting. I don't know, that's a pretty bold claim, Greg. Like, C6 compared to Zhongli, I don't know about that one. Because, like, as a massive Zhongli simp. Oh, hey, Hutao, hope you're doing okay. We're just kind of discussing Layla as of right now. We're debating whether she's, like, really good. Look, Greg, I'm just saying. Like, Zhongli has a shield that pretty much you can just put it on and it lasts like half an hour. And you don't need to worry about anything. Listen, Greg, you... I don't know what you're trying to say here. I hope you're not being sarcastic here, because, like... But yeah, no, for real, I think Layla is actually pretty good. Because if you're pulling for Yoimiya, well, the thing is, I think personally, I think she has advantage over Bennett, because Bennett can't be C6, otherwise you break like an unbreakable rule of Genshin, and you pretty much just get persecuted immediately by Mihoyo gods. So she has advantage of Bennett on that, because at least she has one more constellation than Bennett. But at the same time, don't forget, the Layla came out with old characters. And like, do you really want to go for C6 Layla when she is with Child and Yaemiko? Kind of think about that. Because personally, I'm not that attracted to Yaemiko or Child. Now, you might be different, you might like them more. But the thing is, when you think about upcoming characters, which are Scaramouche, Dea, whoever else, like, there's a lot of cool characters coming up. Personally, I don't think it's worth going for her C6 on here. It might be worth later on when she comes out with, like, other cool characters. Unless she's one of those units that only come out with, like, specific characters. Later on, like, who was it? Like, Kujisara only comes out with Radiant Shogun. And I think Goro comes out only with Ito. I think that's the only two characters that kind of, like, come out with specific reruns. So unless Layla is going to be one of those as well, I think it's better to wait for her. Because I don't think it's a bad idea to get her, like, C1, maybe. Maybe. Like, if you want to, like, get Yaemiko, and you don't really care about, like, upcoming characters. Honestly, my personal opinion on Child is that he's really good. Like, I know it's not the most popular opinion, but personally, I think at C0, he's really, really good. Like, he's not as good as newer characters, but he will prove to be really useful to you if you do pull him. Because, like, the main reason why I don't pull him is because I have Ayata. And Ayata is kind of like an upgraded version of Child. But that doesn't mean the Child is not good. It just means that Ayata is better. That's all it is. And, like, you obviously have Yellen as well, but, like, let's not talk about that, because, like, then it's, like, Child is a good DPS unit. And I'd say, like, if we're talking about ranking, I would put Child at, like, strong A tier. Because he has a solid, consistent damage. He has, like, a very good Rapture Tide damage. And, like, you wouldn't really use him as a bow character, but you can, if you really want to. And, like, his Havoc is actually pretty good as well, and doesn't have, like, insane energy costs either. And he also has one of the most OP, like, talents. Because he's the only character, I don't know if you guys know that, but he's the only character that actually gives you, like, boosting damage passive. Like, no single other character has a damage boosting passive. And that's something to consider, because he provides you a whole one level of normal attack. And if you have, like, full constellation, like you have somebody at C6, that's level 14 talent. And if you use somebody like, I don't know, like, let's use... Who uses, like, normal attacks primarily? I don't know, let's use Ayata. So Ayata uses his normal attacks because this converts his attacks into normal attacks. And Aita gets a massive damage spike from like every single normal attack level. So I think getting Child is not the worst idea in the world, just for that passive alone. And he's also just good. And he's also very handsome, which is a bonus always. I'm personally not the type of person that actually goes for like C constellations or like 5-star characters. Like this is not my main account, but even on my main, I don't have a single like even C. No, that's a lie. I have a C1 Kazuha. Well, my point is I don't go for constellations on the 5-star units unless I really like them, and I really liked Kazuha, so that was the only reason why I had him. The same thing, I don't go for 5-star weapons because I just feel they are not required. Like every single character can be good with just 4-star weapons. And if you really want like pay to win weapons, like these ones are really good. Like for BP. Like these ones, like these 3 are not that great. Like Deathmatch is pretty good for like Zhao. But these 2 are whatever. Like they're not incredibly good. But like Serpent Spine is really good. And I think Black Sword is personally like my favorite. Especially on somebody like Ayata. I really like it. Yeah, I guess, but like, doesn't his E stack from normal attacks? Doesn't it convert that damage into normal attacks? Or is it the same thing as with Raiden's like elemental burst where it just converts it into elemental damage instead of normal attacks? Because I'm not 100% sure how it works. I only know that it's like transforms his like because I always thought that his E actually transforms his normal attacks into Hydra damage, but maybe not. He will live. Yeah, normal attacks to be converted into Hydra damage. So yeah, as I said, normal attacks. So Ayato would benefit greatly from Child, actually. Yeah, but Sina doesn't really use his normal attacks, does he? Because like Sina's elemental burst just basically gives him like a new type of weapon entirely. He doesn't actually use his normal attacks. I never played with Sino, I have him, but I never played with him. So I'm not 100%. But with Raiden, I think the reason why they did it instead of normal attacks was because it's actually making her stronger. Because if she used her normal attacks, she wouldn't be able to... How does it work? She wouldn't be able to like utilize her E properly. I think that's the main reason. Because I know that was one of the reasons why she doesn't work with Beta. Is because her elemental burst doesn't actually use normal attacks. Like, I'm not that great with like analyzing character and how that works. I usually don't read like skill descriptions at all. Because I find them incredibly tedious. The way I learn how characters work is I test run them. And I just do it enough times until I realize how they work. Because like, when you look at characters' skill description, some of them have so much text, like who has time to read all of this? Like, it's just too much. It's too much text. Like, why would you read this? You might as well just go and try them out and then decide if you like them. Because like, all the text is not going to really help you to understand how character works unless you actually try them. Now, that may be me being lazy, and I accept that. But at the same time, I'm just saying, you know, trial and error never fails you. Except when it does. But most of the time it doesn't, so... But yeah, I might actually try going for at least one Layla. I'm still not like 100% sure. But the only reason why I'm doing it is because I don't have any pity. So it doesn't matter to me. But if I had pity, I wouldn't do it. Because it's like the same thing as with Toma. Because when Toma came out, a lot of people considered going for him. Just because he was new. But I'm pretty sure Layla is going to be rerun at least... Well, maybe not like soon, but I'd say... in about next 3 or 4 months, probably. She probably will be rerun with somebody a little bit better. But it's a good thing that we actually get like really good 4-stars, because now the main issue with a lot of banners is that they usually put like the worst 4-stars possible. Like somebody like Barbara, or I don't know.
I wonder what...
Like Noelle is not bad, but you don't really use her that often. So a lot of the time it's like characters you don't really care about, they put on banners. But nowadays, we have a lot of really good 4-star characters like Zhenling, we have Bennett, we have Xingqiu, which makes 3. Beta is really good, but like, I wouldn't say she's like top tier. Fischl's really good, Sucra's really good, Diona's really good. These two are decent, but not like exceptional. Kuchisar I would say is really good as well, if you have her C2. Goro is pretty good. Hazel is good, but like, I wouldn't say he's super good. Dory is good. I'd say she's a really good, like, single target healer. And I'd say Layla. So that makes it like 10 really good characters that you can just kind of swap in between. So most of the time, I'd say, at least from now on, every single banner would have at least 2 or at least 1 character that's good. Because most of the time, like back in the day, some banners would have somebody like Barbara, somebody like maybe Ning1, and then somebody like Razor. And there wouldn't be a single really good character, so people would just not pull most of the time. And I think Mihoyoverse realized it now, so they try to put like better characters on every single banner. And it's pretty smart, because most people don't really have C6 characters at all, if any. Because like in order to get a C6 character, you either need to go really deep on a banner, like you need to go for C1 5-star, or you need to get really lucky on a banner to pull like multiple copies of someone. And usually people don't just do it. Because most of the time, people don't actually like pull 80 wishes on one banner. They just kind of go for 4-stars that they actually want to get. And then just save up their pity until they can get somebody they want. Where was it? Ah, this one. Because the way I would usually summon, I would wait for characters that I actually wanted, like Ganyu or somebody like Zhongli, Raiden, whoever. And I would make sure they have like at least 60 to 70 pity on them. Just to get them. And then I would just go for 4-stars that actually, like banners actually had really good 4-stars. Like the first time Kazuha came out, I didn't know he was like broken. So the only reason why I pulled on his banner was because I really wanted Bennett. And it was like around the time when I just came back to Genshin. So I went pretty deep on Bennett and I didn't get Kazuha. And I go like C3 Bennett or something. And I really regret it afterwards when I realized that like Kazuha is really fun to play around with. And it was like, I was really bummed out about it. Because that didn't happen one time. It's also happened with... who was it? It was another character. I think it was... I think it was Zhao, actually. Because, like, when Zhao only came out, I didn't think he was good. And I still don't have him to this day. I never got a single Zhao on any of my accounts. And he's, like, one of the most broken units when you actually get his constellations. Because, like, at C6, I think Zhao is, like, the greatest damage dealer, personally, in my opinion. And, like, his E becomes infinitely better as well. But yeah, I never had him,
Sure, I've forgotten something.
unfortunately.
Not to worry, I'll simply
Because I would usually go for characters
fetch it.
that I know
As I remember
beforehand are good.
was.
I would never go for characters that I'm kind of on the fence about. Unless like, I really like them. And that's my main problem with like choosing a character, because I'm incredibly indecisive. I usually like do a lot of research before I pull for anyone. Whether I actually would enjoy playing as them. Especially when I was like full-time free to play. Because if you are free to play, you know the struggle of deciding who you want to go for. Because you don't have the luxury of actually deciding which character you want to pull for. You cannot go for characters that you actually need at first. And the only time where you can decide where you go for characters that you actually want is when you can beat all the stuff that gives you like free Prima Gems, like Spiral Abyss, when you can do all the like exploration and whatnot. So that's why I would usually go for characters that actually provide you more than just like damage or like on-field application. I would usually go for characters like Zhongli, characters like Kazuha that actually give you something else besides just being disgustingly broken. Because like using Kazuha is one of the funnest thing ever for his flying. And like jumping up and down. It's pretty fun.
Let's take shelter for the time being. Don't worry, one of my people will be here with umbrellas momentarily. Ayaka was always scared of thunder as a child. Until one day, Mother told her that the sound of thunder is the voice of the almighty Shogun. After that, she would start focusing intensely.
But yeah, this account actually got incredibly lucky with both like 4 stars and 5 stars, because I pretty much have every single 4-star that I need. Like, I don't really need any other 4 stars. Like, I have Bennett at C1. I have Shincho at C2. I have Sucrose at C2. I have Beta, which she's not C1, but I still can use her. I have Dori, who I can just use with, like, Raiden. I have Chonyun if I want to build, like, national team. And I have Zhanling at C1. Not C4, but like still I can use her really well. The only one that I kinda need probably would be Official. Well, no need, but she would be good. And maybe Diona, but not really. Since I already have Bennett. And like for the other team, just can use Shincho as a main healer, really. The only thing that I really need on this account is stuff farming artifacts, because right now I don't have anything good to put on them. I don't have like a single good artifacts on them. I just literally put whatever I had. I didn't even look like the main stats. I just put like 4 set pieces and made sure that they at least some were useful. Which is not a good thing to do. You don't want to do that. You kind of want to just build at the beginning with actually good stats, but if you're someone like me that doesn't actually farm artifacts, it's pretty hard to do. Believe it or not. I swear, these hilichurls are like hiding in the worst places possible for me. They just don't like me. And the only reason why I'm even doing this is for their name card. Like, as soon as I get it, I'm never hunting them again. It's just a waste of time.
There is no escape.
It doesn't even, like, give you much of the benefit. It literally gives you, like, 18 experience per one. But I'm like a sucker for achievements in any game. If there's like achievements in a game, I'm usually the type of person that would go for them, even if they are like incredibly tedious to complete. And I'm not even like a completionist of games that much. I just really like the challenge. And I'm a sucker for like I'm not a masochist, but I kind of like to test my limits, if you will. So I really like to challenge myself. Unless it's not fun, because like, as long as it's fun, that's when I like it. But as soon as it becomes tedious, in the sense of just being repetitive and boring, that's when I stop caring. That's why I always enjoy like games like Dark Souls. Just because those types of games, they're not hard because they're impossible to complete. They're hard because you don't have enough experience and you can get better at them. Because like one of my favorite games ever really is Bloodborne. And the first time I played that game, I was so incredibly bad that I couldn't get past like the first hour of the game. Like I would die to like you know this like in Bloodborne, I don't know if you played it. Some of the hunters that you can fight. And I was so incredibly naive that I spent like the first 3 hours of the game fighting like the first hunter they can meet after completing like the first boss of their like wolf thing or whatever. And I spent like good 3 hours trying to kill him. And I did that in the end, somehow. But the problem with that is that I wasn't satisfied enough. Because at one point, I just did it out of spite, rather than doing it for actual fun. And that's a problem I have sometimes, is that I'm doing things out of spite, rather than just to complete them and have fun. Because if I put enough time into something, I'm not gonna quit until I complete it. And that's not a good trait to have, because, like, that's pretty self-destructing. That's why I don't really play, like, rage games, because I can't handle them emotionally. Because I get too invested in them, and then they just consume my life until I complete them. Like, I remember when Getting Over It came out, like, the first time. I actually played it fully. And I completed it. But the amount of pain and torture that game inflicted upon me was not worth it in the slightest. And I regret spending so much time on it. Because I spent like a good, at least like a week in game time trying to complete it. And I'll never get the time back. And that's the thing. And the reward wasn't even worth it. Because, like, as soon as you complete, and as soon as you get that, like, endorphin rush, it fades away within, like, an hour. And at that point, you just feel like, well, that wasn't worth it. That's why I usually, nowadays, just play, like, calm games. Like, I really enjoy Legend of Zelda. Like, I play it on Switch every now and again. Like Breath of the Wild, like I completed it before, but I still kind of just go back to it every now and again, just to like explore and just do some fun stuff whenever I'm like commuting or whatever. Because I'm not the type of person to like just bust out my phone and like play games on it, because like my eyes just get destroyed if I stay on my phone too much. There you are.
Illusion shattered.
You still.
I knew though he's gonna appear in the most inconvenient location possible. Unbelievable. Okay, I guess let's do friendship one as well. And then we can actually start doing achievements. We'll see which achievements we can do. But I'll probably start with that elemental achievement. Because I want to try completing that today. I'll see if I can actually do it, because I'm not even sure how long it's gonna take. Because it's not easy to complete, as far as I remember. Because the first time I did it, it took me at least, I want to say, a good 8 hours to complete. But that was mostly because I think it was this one. It was like one of the most annoying ones to complete was, I think it's Super Contact one, like Cryo and Electra. I think that one was like, these ones are pretty easy. But I think it was this one. It might have been actually Electra Chat. I don't remember. It was one of these that gave me so much trouble. It might have been Overload as well. That I couldn't complete it for like hours. And it wasn't even because like I didn't have characters that needed to be done. It was just the slimes would just die too fast. And it doesn't count for achievements if you don't actually kill them with elemental reactions. If you kill them with like a raw damage, it just doesn't count. And you need to kill like 4 of them at the same time as well. So it's just pain in the ass to complete it. But I still want to do it because I really like that achievement card. Like, it looks cool. And I'm a sucker for like really cool aesthetics. Even though it means nothing, but it might prove to be at least somewhat entertaining, I hope. Watching me losing my mind while trying to complete elemental reactions. Because I'm really bad at timing when it comes to like really precise things in games. So I usually like my brain just switches off whenever you actually need to pay attention. Let's see, we did 2, needed another 8. And I actually still need to unlock this temple, because I think most of the elemental reaction actually need to do that. At least on a low level. I might do some like grinding off camera at some point for this account, just so I can actually get to the good stuff sooner. Because I might do like off camera the actual like upgrading level and stuff, because I know it takes a while to complete that temple. It probably would be boring to watch me doing it over and over again, like fucking 8 times. Unless it wouldn't be. But I have a sneaking suspicion there would be. Because from what I remember, is the same temple you need to do like 5 times every single time you want to upgrade your world level. And it's not the funnest thing ever. I also might do like a stream at some point where I'm just gonna decorate my like teapot for once. Just because my teapots are such a mess. I never done them. I never had a desire to do them. And all it looks like is pretty much think of a garbage dump, but clean. And that's kind of describes my teapot really well. Because I just put like random stuff in the same room. And that's about it. That's as far as I think about how to decorate it. It never goes beyond that. Let's see. I guess the girls will do.
I can do.
These friends commissions are so annoying, honestly. Like, that's one of the main reasons why I want to unlock Sumeru as soon as possible, just because I can do the dog one.
Epic.
Just got some water. Because my throat was hurting like hell.
There is no escape.
Cascade.
Illusion shattered.
Be still.
I actually found out recently that apparently Genshin actually has manga, which I didn't know was a thing. But apparently Genshin actually has official manga, like 16 chapters at that, which apparently details the story of like even before we get to this world. So like dates back to this time when Venti was like helping Vanessa to like escape imprisonment, and it was like talking about nobility of Mondstadt and whatnot, which I actually found kind of interesting. I didn't read it yet, but I thought that was pretty neat. Because apparently Genshin actually began as a manga. It wasn't a game to begin with. And that's kind of interesting. Because like, I don't know many games that started as a manga. Actually go like fully fledged games from them. Oh, hey Gojo Berry. Hope you're doing good. I'm just kind of trying to complete the daily stuff, and then I'm gonna do some achievements hunting when I actually complete it, finally. Just because I'm so incredibly lazy that I never bothered to complete them. So I thought doing it on stream would actually motivate me for once. Because like usually when I play alone, I don't do half of the stuff I'm doing on stream. Just because I never have the patience to do it. Like, I don't remember the last time I completed Friendship XP Gathering for myself. Because it's not recent, I can tell you that.
Shine down.
Cascade.
I think we're halfway there. Should be done soon with this. I still need to look up actually what characters I need to use for every single reaction. Because I don't remember. Oh, hey Shadow. Hope you're doing okay. Welcome to the stream.
There is no escape. Let's light it up.
I may have overestimated.
Let's leave her to look.
Be still.
I hope you guys have a good Friday evening or day, depending on where you are. Hope you have some good plans.
I see everything. Teamwork is
Because I'll probably just read something afterwards, after I'm done streaming in a few hours. I didn't really plan to do anything today. Like, I know usually on Friday people go out and stuff, but the weather wasn't the best today, so I never really had anything planned either. Because it gets like really dark where I live at about, I don't know, 4 o'clock or so PM. So I can't really go out even if I wanted to, because like everything either is closed or there's nothing to do.
illusion shot.
I kind of lost track of how many I did already. But this might have been the last one, actually, now that I think about it. I'll try one more just to make sure. And I think after that, I'll go unlock that temple. And we'll start doing achievements. We'll see how far I can get today. I probably will need to open like achievements list and see which ones I can get. Because there might not be that many.
There is no escape.
Be still.
But yeah, looks like I completed this one. Alright, just give me a second. I kinda need to look it up, which characters I actually need for each achievement, so I don't go in blind. I'll probably need to unequip like some of my characters as well, just so I can do it properly. Because like I'm pretty sure a few of those you need to do here. Yeah, because I think there's Electro ones, so let me check. So, Electro. I need it for Overload and Super Conduct. So for overload, I need probably Lisa plus either Amber or Shenling. Let's see. Lisa
Here,
plus.
let me help you.
Who else? Probably actually Yanfei, now that I think about it. This one should be fine. Let's see if it works out. Probably can actually equip some stuff on her, just to make her a little bit more useful. Probably... Oh... I'll need to leave. But yeah, I think I just need Yanfei for this one. I'll probably can trigger overload with just her, since she is a catalyst user, so she probably doesn't really need. The only thing that I need on her is like elemental mastery to the max. So let's see, elemental mastery. Put this one on. This one. I'm not sure if this would be more useful actually to put on her, but I guess I'll do one set of those. Let's see. This one, and then let's put energy recharge. This will do. Let's see how much she has now. 138, 167. It's not bad, but I probably should enhance those just to have like about 200 at least. Because I think you need about 200 in order to trigger overload like consistently. Because I'm pretty sure all you need for those is like as much elemental mastery as you possibly can get. That's the only really requirement. There's nothing else that you need. It's been so long since I did this one achievement, but... I'm pretty sure that's how it used to work. I think that should be enough. How much is it? Yeah, that should be fine. Now let's see how it works out. Actually, I should probably put, instead of this one, this. Just because it gives more elemental mastery. Let's see, should be over 300 now. Actually no, but still should be okay. And I need to group them up. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Come on, group up. Come on.
Motion to compel.
All right.
Motion to compel.
Let's see if we did any at all. Because I'm curious if it actually was enough elemental mastery to do it. Let's see. Overload. Nope. That didn't work out. I guess I don't have enough elemental mastery then. Do I need to get more? Probably need more. I really forgot how much do you need for that to like proc every single time. Oh, 5 times experience? Okay, that's fine. Let's see how much is that. Let's test this out and see if this works better. Hopefully it does, but need to see. I think I messed that one up. Those overload ones are really annoying to deal with. Because the slimes keep bouncing around. They don't actually stay in one place since overload knocks them back. I might just need more damage, so I'll try doing that. See if that's better. I hope it is, but I might not be.
Motion to compel. Incinerate.
I think it's still not enough elemental mastery. Because it doesn't proc every single time. And that's a problem. I really hate doing the overload one. I think my best bet would probably be maybe trying to use Within and just hope that it procs like 240 elemental mastery. Cause like there's no resonance that actually gives you elemental mastery, really. Like, I guess I can use this one.
I've been waiting for you for ages.
Oh, hey Naruto. Hope you're doing okay. I'm just trying to complete some, like, achievements.
I'll ensure your safety.
And failing at it spectacularly. Oh, sure. If you have a question, feel free to ask me. Oh, I mean, if you want to make your character stronger, my personal advice would be to first, like, use the correct weapon for them. So, usually, every single character, like, has their preferential stats that they would like to get. So, for example, for DPS, it's usually either crit damage or crit rate. Have any in books? No, so basically there's some weapons that have main stat as a crit damage or crit rate. And those are usually the best for damage dealers. Not always, but sometimes something like Elemental Mastery, in case of Nahida, or Elemental Recharge, like Energy Recharge, could be better, depending on the character. Some characters scale from HP, some characters scale from defense. So you kind of need to find out which character scales from what. You usually can find that in like their talents. Like it usually tells you what it scales from. In most cases, like you see this one scales from Elemental Mastery, this one's, if it doesn't say anything, it just scales from normal attacks. So find out there, and afterwards, a lot of damage comes from talents, so I would suggest to upgrade your talents to at least level 6. You don't usually always need normal attacks, especially for characters that you don't use on the field, so if it's not damage dealers, don't upgrade your talents above level 6. Usually they find at level 6. You only need to really go like deep on damage dealers, because they're gonna be your primary source of damage, obviously. And don't upgrade normal attacks for characters like supports, like somebody like Sucrose. She doesn't need normal attacks. Somebody like Bennett, he doesn't use his normal attacks. Somebody like Shincho, somebody like Dory, like just don't upgrade those. You'll save yourself time and effort. Obviously constellations play a big part in your damage, but that's just if you want to like go deep into it, they're not required. And obviously artifacts play a really big part. So there's usually a lot of websites that you can find online. They will like tell you the best artifacts, but obviously you also can have this, which is like in-game artifact selection, which kind of might help you in the sense of deciding which main stat you should go for. For Ito, he usually wants... let's see. He either uses like this set, which is Arcade Petra, or he uses his actual, which is, I don't have on this account unlocked, but it's on a Seirai Island, like the defense set, the one where you get like healing one at the same time. That one is usually Ito's best in slot, but you can use like Arcade Petra as well if you want. And sometimes people built him, I think, for just like pure defense, no like damage. But most of the time you would go for, when it is a cup, you go for geo damage, obviously. For circlet, you go with crit rate or crit damage, depending on your ratio. This one. So this is Archaic Petra, you can go for this one. It's not the best for him. As I said, his best in slot is on Seirai Island, the one with like lightning all the time shooting from it. That would be a better choice for you on Inazuma. Like as I said, I don't have it unlocked on this account, but basically this island here. You just go here and there would be like a, obviously, domain. And that would be better to farm for Ito, personally, because it gives you better stats. And you get that one, as I said, for circlet, go for crit rate, crit damage, depending on which weapon you use. Usually you want to go for 2-to-1, so 2 crit damage to 1 crit rate. So it's like, think of it as 100 and 200, and you just kind of want to balance in between. For sense, it depends kind of on what you want to do. Some people do energy recharge, some do like defense or attack, depending on the character. And sometimes it's elemental mastery. It's kind of really depends on what you need for the characters and how much of like crit rate, crit damage you have already. But usually people just go for damage, like raw damage, especially if it's damage dealers. And that should be all, really. Like, it's mostly, as I said, talents and artifacts that really boost your damage. Weapon, obviously, as well, but like, if you don't have really good weapon, don't really stress too much about it. Just craft something. Like, Ito will be fine with pretty much any weapon that you can craft. Just go with, like, Whitebeard, the craftable sword. It will be perfectly fine on him. If you don't have, like, a red horn, or if you don't have, like, the serpent, the pay-to-win one. He's perfectly fine with that one. And as I said, just upgrade all his talents to like at least level 6 and get him some decent artifacts, and he'll probably be good enough to like go to Abyss or anything else, really. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful.
Motion to compel. Everyone hold hands. Boom boom. Hey. Incinerate. Everyone hold hands. Boom boom. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no worries. I mean, if you have questions, just feel free to ask. I'm not like the most knowledgeable person ever, but I'll try my best to help if I can. But if you're really struggling, like with artifact builds, as I said, there's a lot of really useful guides on like different websites. The one that I personally use is Game 8. They usually have like really detailed walkthroughs, and they usually show you like weapons, best in slows, they show you artifacts, they show you even teams sometimes, if you want to like build a good team. Like for example, Ito really likes Mono Geo team, with like Goro, Albedo, and somebody like Zhongli. Hey Doc, hope you're doing okay. Let's see. I'm really struggling with this Overload one. I really hate it, because I don't really think I have enough elemental mastery to do it. Like, I only have 400. But I think you need more.
Sometime.
No, domains don't give you actual XP unless you spend resin on them. If you wanna level up just Canex, I personally suggest to everyone to use interactive map. Just Google like Mihoya's interactive map, and it's gonna show you every single like chest location in Tead, and just kind of go through it and pick up every single chest. And if you do that, you should pretty much just skip straight to level 55. You don't need to do level 90 really. All you need to do is level 80. Because level 90 only really useful if you do like Spiral Abyss. But if you do just exploration, you don't really need to. Because it's a lot of resources and it doesn't give you too much of a gain. Oh, hey Rerun, hope you have a good Friday. I swear, these slimes are so annoying. All I want is just do some overloads, come on. Don't do me dirty. Just group up. I swear, these goddamn slimes. I'm on EU, since I live in Europe, so I can't really play an American one. This is so annoying. I really hate doing this achievement because overload is one of the most annoying ones to do. Since there's a reaction that kind of just bounces everyone around. Oh, it actually does scale with level. I didn't know that. I thought it only scales with elemental mastery. Alright, I'll do that. Because I could swear that all you needed was elemental mastery. But I guess I'll do that. Oh, God damn it, I need Jade. Where were Jades again? I think there was some... Jeez, I kind of forgot all of that. Let's see... I'll need to open an interactive map again. I honestly forgot where all the, like, Jades are. Let's see... Jades... There we go. Let's see where they are. Alright, there's some here. There's like the closest one. Alright, there's some in this area. Oh, there's some right here. I didn't even notice. Let's see. It's right here, so it should be these ones, I presume. Yep, looks like it's this location. Okay. Just making sure I didn't pick the wrong one. Let's see. I need... Where's Razor? Razor. There we go.
Going to hunt.
Oh, come on. You annoying goddamn slime. Okay, that should be fine. Right, let's see if this works out.
Do not seek to emulate the past, for there is no law.
I'll try with level 20 because I don't want to kill them. Like straight up. Otherwise it's not going to trigger overload. And then, if it's still not enough, I'll level up Yanfei a little bit more. See if that works. Let's see if this is better. Oh yeah, thanks. I mean, this account is just really old. I didn't really play on it that much. So, majority of the characters I actually do have here are all level 1. For the most part. Let's see if this works better. Come on, you goddamn slimes.
Motion to compel.
Ooh, that might be a little bit much of a damage. Because I do one-shot them. Let's see. Might need to downscale my damage a little bit now. Unless... yeah. Because it doesn't trigger overload, I think, unless you don't actually kill them. Like, straight up. Yeah, I might be doing a little bit too much damage now. Let's see. Probably should put this one instead. Let's see if this one works a little bit better. No, I was born in Ukraine, so I'm kind of like, I have Slavic blood, really, but I live in the UK at the moment, so that's probably why I have the accent that way, I assume. Like, I don't really have like a really thick accent nowadays, but I used to when I was younger. But yeah, I live in England since I was 13 or 12, so for the past almost 10 years. It's still too much.
Motion to compel.
Let's see.
Incinerate.
I think the problem is they're killing them too fast. Yeah, probably normal attacks would be better. Let's see. It's still killing them. And my Yanfei is not even like that strong, it's just... Maybe if I do... this one? It might be a little bit lower. I'm trying to complete like the achievements for this one. Where is it? Where is it? This one. So overload. Trying to do this. And it's just incredibly annoying to complete. Because, like, I did it before, but the problem with that is that you need to kind of balance between elemental mastery and actually not killing the slimes, otherwise overload doesn't trigger. Because for that achievement, you actually need to defeat them with Overload. And if you kill them, Overload just doesn't trigger. So, it's just annoying overall. Alright. Alright, that works a little bit better. I just need to repeat that 9 more times. Nothing hard. Yeah, but the problem with Zhenling is that, like, she doesn't have AoE spread. So if I use her ult, I don't think it's gonna, like, kill them all in 2 seconds. I think they're just gonna scatter. I mean, I can try. I think the problem is that I don't have enough elemental mastery to actually trigger it every single time. It's like, I have only 400, and I think you need a little bit more for it to be, like, all the time trigger. Let's see if we actually did more than one. It was just one. Oh, we actually did 2, so I guess my strategy is not too terrible. We should be able to do it in a few runs. Feel free to repeat my steps as well if you didn't do it yourself. I wouldn't recommend it, it's not worth it really. I'm just doing it for content more than anything. But I'm not the one to usually like grind achievements because they're usually really tedious. I swear, come on, group up. Come on. Get in the bunch. There's only one overload on that one. Alright, let's see if we did any more. Because I think this strategy is not the worst. It might take a little bit of time because I think it's more RNG if anything. I think you need like 800 elemental mastery just to trigger overload every single time. Because without it, I think it's only like 50-50. Because I'm pretty sure like every like 80 or so, there's like 10% of triggering it. So I have about 50% now. Personally, I'd say yeah, Raiden Shogun's probably the best electro character. I mean, depends on what you wanna use. Like, if you talk about just overall, I'd say Raiden. But if you're talking about just like damage dealer, probably Sino is better. Unless you have Raiden Shogun like C2. But yeah, I'd say Raiden Shogun's probably the best Electro unit. Just of how broken her energy recharge is. Like there's no single character that can compete with her on like battery level. Because she just makes any team not worry about energy recharge whatsoever. And that's really valuable in my opinion. Because, like, almost every single character needs at least a little bit of energy recharge. Maybe not, like, a lot of it. But if there's no energy recharge whatsoever on characters, they usually don't have as much of a rotation ability. Because like usually a lot of people build their characters with specific amount of energy recharge, so they have the rotation going in the correct way. Because it's very hard to build rotation if you don't have enough energy recharge. Because a lot of units have different costs. It's very important to like have at least a little bit of energy recharge on every single unit. Although I'm not like my favorite element personally is Anima. I don't really play with Electros that much. Like I'd say in my ranking of elements would be like the first one would be Anima, the second would be probably Pyro, and then I'd say Cryo, probably Hydro then, and I'd say Electro is kind of at the bottom, with Geo bound together. And Dendro, I just haven't decided yet, because like I only played with Nahida, so I haven't played with enough characters to like make an educated guess of whether I like. Because like if you base it from Nahida only, I'd say it's the best element, but I don't think it's really fair, because I never played with Stanari or Kali yet, and I never used Dendro Traveler, so I think it's a little bit unfair to rank it that much. Personally, I'd say Raiden is probably top 3 characters of all time. Like, if we're doing like who is the best character, I'd say it's between Zhongli, Kazuha, and Raiden. I think those 3 are kind of tied for first, at least for most people. And I think after that would probably be Ganyu with yeah, it's probably be Ganyu and Ayaka really. It's between those 2 for like second spot. Some might argue that both of these should be number 1, but like I just feel like Kazuha, Raiden, and Zhongli gives you much more versatility and brings you like more to the table. And then I'd say it's probably, well actually I would put probably Nahida tied for first nowadays as well. Well, Bennett is a first undoubtedly. I'm talking about like 5 stars, because like if we take 4 stars, yeah, obviously Bennett is the best. I'm not arguing that. We all know that Bennett is like a Pyro Archon of Genshin Impact. Nobody doubts that. But putting Bennett on the same scale as everyone else is not really fair. Because, like, Bennett is too good. He's, like, too broken. So, Bennett is, like, in a league of his own. He's not even on a tier list. He's, like, above it. He's, like, the one actually observing everyone else from above. But yeah, there's quite a few like 5-star characters that are really good, but I'd say these 3 are like in a league of their own. So it's between these 3, in my personal opinion, of who... Like, I'd say Zhongli's probably would be like...
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Zhongli would be the best if you prefer comfort.
Share the memory.
Raiden would be the best if you prefer not to care about how you build your characters. And Kazuha would be the best if you just want like raw damage non-stop, because he allows like anyone to do 10 times more damage. So I'd say between those 3, and whatever you prefer is kind of your number 1. And then you just... Everyone else is kind of up to personal judgment. I'd say Ayaka and Ganyu are kind of a little bit... Maybe Hutao, like... I'd say these 3 are kind of second tier, and then everyone else. Because after that, it's kind of up to anyone else's judgment. And Nahida I would put like tied for first nowadays as well. Because Nahida allows you to do a lot. But it's like Nahida is kind of relatively new, so not a lot of people like consider her that well yet. Although I do love her personally. But yeah, that's kind of like my opinion on characters in general. I mean, sure, if you want. I don't mind reviewing your builds. Just drop me your UID and I'll try to find you. Although I am on the EU, so like, if you guys play in America, I wouldn't be able to do that. I think you're not able to check people from other servers. I'm not 100% sure. Because like, I don't mind judging builds. I'm just not like the most knowledgeable about them. I can tell if something's good, at least that much. I don't actually know if you can search by nicknames. I think it's only UID now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only by UID. So, you know that little number at the bottom of the screen? Like, this one. I think you need to search by that. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can try searching by name, but I don't think it's gonna give me anything. Yeah, it's only by UID. Oh yeah, no worries. I mean, I'll still be streaming like tomorrow and stuff like that, so you can just drop by and we could do it then. It's not an issue, really. I'll just keep trying to complete these achievements for now. See if I can actually do it today. Like, overload is one of the most annoying reactions to deal with. Because every time I would use overload with, like, maybe Dilek and, like, Raiden Shogun, it would just flick characters around the screen. That's why I don't really use electro characters that much. Unless it's, like, overload... No, overload. What's the Hydro one? Electro charge, I think? Let's see how many I actually did already. 7. Oh, okay, so I need 3 more. That's not too bad. But yeah guys, if you want to actually try doing this stuff yourself, just make sure you have a Law of Elemental Mastery, otherwise it's exceptionally annoying to deal with. Because you'll have to do what I'm doing right now and just pray for luck. And that's not ideal. That's not what you want to do. Because like the first time I actually did all of these achievements, I'm pretty sure I spent at least anywhere from 7 to 8 hours. And that wasn't fun. That was exceptionally tedious. And I regretted it. Like almost immediately. I used to actually grind achievements for fun, if you can believe that. Because like on my main account, well main, I don't really play there anymore, but the one that I used to play on, I think I had around almost 600 of them completed, and that was back when Sumeru wasn't even in. So that was back when the entire game had like maybe 650 in total. The only ones that I never did was like teapot ones, just because I didn't care about teapot. I never like planted stuff or whatever. So that was the only one that I couldn't complete, just because of my lack of interest. But I'm pretty sure I completed like almost every single other one, except some commissioned ones. I never completed like Leeway one, like the book. And I never completed... Oh, we're done here? That's good. So we're done with Overload. I think we only need, on this domain, I think it's Conduct. If I do remember right. Let's see, which one is it? Yeah, Super Conduct. Super Conduct, if I do remember correctly, is Cryo. So I need somebody Cryo. Let's see, who can I use? I guess Kaya and Chinyu. Maybe... I'll probably use Kaya, because I think Kaya would be the most reliable.
Demon expelling mantra is ready.
Let's see. Yeah, there's no Elemental Mastery one, so it doesn't matter. Let's see. I'll just put like Yanfei ones on him, since I don't need it anymore. What is it? Did I put someone in a oh, these ones. There was another one. Yes, this one. Alright, so... Ooh, 331. I think it should be a fine. Let's see how this one turns out. Hopefully it's not as tedious as the other one. Otherwise I'm not gonna be too happy about it.
One with my blade.
Alright. That went pretty well. Yeah, sorry, just somebody was spamming, had to remove them.
Swift and merciful.
Okay, that should be fine. Let's see if it works.
Freeze.
Should be okay. Let's see. But yeah, this one is much easier than Overload, because at least, unlike Overload, it actually slows your enemies down, which is helpful.
I cannot underestimate my enemy. Cool it. Swift and merciful.
Come on. I swear, these slimes.
What's the hurry? Forth, my blade.
Usually, I mean, I try to stream nowadays, probably daily. I'll see how it goes, but if I do stream on like weekdays, I'll usually stream at about 8 GMT. And on weekends, I'll probably stream a little bit earlier, since I have a little bit more free time, so about 5, maybe even 4. And I will probably do it more, even, as well. Because, like, usually on weekdays, at least so far, I've been streaming maybe, like, 2 to 3 hours so far. But on weekends, I probably would do, like, at least 5, let's say. But yeah, I'm just busy with work, so usually don't have too much free time on weekdays. But I usually try to either do like a live stream or upload a video every single day. Just to like appease the algorithm, if you will. And make sure that my videos and like streams actually show up for people. Because if you don't upload every single day at least something, YouTube just decides that they don't like you anymore. And just don't recommend your videos.
Swift and merciful. Freeze. Cool it.
Oh, come on, I missed that one. Oh well.
Freeze. A touch of frost. Cool it.
All right. I swear I did more than just one. Or maybe not. He only triggered one. Oh, because I need to do 5. I see. Makes sense. Because I thought I need to do only 4. As with Super Contact. Oh no, I do need to do 4. Then why didn't it even work? I thought I did more. That's kind of weird. I could swear I did more than 1 already. But yeah, I mostly do streams when I like don't really feel like uploading a video more than anything. And I also when I feel like hanging out with some of you guys, chatting, having some fun.
Dodge this. Swift and merciful.
Come on, group
What's
up.
the hurry?
Group up.
Freeze.
Oh, I missed the one. Well. There's no point staying for longer. It's kind of waste of time, really. Let's see if that kind of works out, just so I know that I don't actually waste my time. And yours as well, guys. I could swear I saw it working. I could swear it said 4 before. That's kind of strange. I guess Kaya just kills him before he actually completes Super Contact, that's why it doesn't trigger all the time.
One with my blade. What's the hurry? A touch of frost.
Come on. Oh, you. Oh yeah, I saw that. I mean, that's pretty cool. I did the video more for fun than anything, because I was just like rummaging through my old accounts and I was like, that could be a pretty cool idea. That's usually how I think about videos. I don't really put like too much thought into them. I just do whatever, like, if it looks cool and it sounds cool, I kind of make video about it.
Cool it. What's the hurry? Freeze. One with my blade. The scourge of evil remains.
I didn't mean to do that, but oh well. Let's see. I swear the super contact one is tricking me because I see super contact going off, but it only counts as one, and I don't really understand why. It's kind of messing with me, and I can feel that, and I don't like it. Sometimes these slimes just kind of go into random directions for no reason, which I kind of don't like.
Cool it. Dodge this. Cool it. What's the hurry?
This achievement is gonna give me a goddamn coronary at this point. Because I don't understand why it triggers sometimes, it just decides not to, sometimes.
Touch of frost. Dodge this.
I don't understand when sometimes they just go into random directions like this. I don't really understand what Super Conduct sometimes just doesn't decide to trigger at all. Like, I clearly see super contact, I just don't understand if it's just because it doesn't kill them.
One with my blade. Cool it. What's the hurry? Oh, so sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries, dog. I mean, it was nice meeting you, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. But yeah, no worries. I mean, I do understand that it's probably late for a lot of people. I mean, it's almost 11 o'clock for me as well. I'll probably just try to complete this achievement and call it a day as well. Or I might just move it tomorrow till tomorrow. I'll see how much longer I'll need to do it. But yeah. If you feel like, just feel free to join whenever you have time on some other days, and I'll try to provide some sort of entertainment to the best of my abilities. Sure, no worries. Have a good one. I'll probably post in my community tab if I do decide to stream tomorrow, probably beforehand, so just be on the lookout for that. Let's see if it actually worked this time. Alright, it did work once. That's still exceptionally annoying, but I need to do it 6 more times. But I guess I have to do it. Now that I started, I'm not gonna quit until I do it.
With my blade. A touch of frost.
Come on, you slimes. Group up. It still didn't work.
Swift and merciful after all that training.
This is a bit tedious at this point. I'm kind of contemplating on giving up for today, but I'll try my best not to. Probably should revive Chen Yun, really. Because I do kind of need him. I didn't mean to do that. Just got distracted a little bit.
A touch of frost. Swift and merciful. Freeze.
Still didn't work. I don't understand why.
One with my blade. Dodge this. What's the hurry? Swift and merciful. Freeze.
It's really weird that like super contact clearly triggers, but for some reason it just doesn't kill him. In a way that achievements trigger as well. It's very unusual. Let's see, maybe if I lower my damage a little bit on Kaya. Like if I use just like 2-star weapon. Maybe it will do a little bit less damage. Enough to just barely kill him.
What's the hurry? Oh, so sorry. What's the hurry? Cool it!
I think that's probably the secret.
hurry?
I just should use Kaya's elemental burst more than anything.
One with my blood. What's the hurry? Forth, my blade. Swift and merciful. This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this.
Let's see if that kind of worked out. I doubt it, but you never know, we might have. Nope.
One with my blade. Cool it.
Come on. Just group up. Be nice.
Dodge this. Swift and merciful. Freeze.
Let's see if we got any. Still no. That's gonna be a long one.
Swift and merciful.
Come on.
One with my blade. Dodge this.
This is kind of annoying me at this point. But I'm not gonna give up until I actually complete it. Because I'm not a quitter.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Forth, my blade. Cool it. A touch of frost. Freeze.
This is so annoying me.
What's the hurry? Forth, my blade. One with my blade. Dodge this. Cool it. Ah.
I swear, this achievement is so goddamn stupid. Maybe if I level up my blade a little bit.
What's the hurry? Forth, my blade. Freeze.
Come on.
Dodge this. A touch of frost. Freeze. Spirit blade. Attack. Don't get frostbite. Dodge this. What's the hurry?
I swear, that achievement will be the end of me. I don't even want it that much. I'm just doing it out of spite at this point.
What's the hurry? Swift and merciful. Cool it. Freeze. Cool it. Don't push your luck.
Okay, that should be
What's the hurry?
fine. Hopefully I did at least a few. Otherwise I'm gonna be really angry. I swear. This achievement is just the worst. Like, why? Why wouldn't you count?
What's the hurry?
Come on, group up.
Force my blade. Freeze. Curb your fury.
I swear, why are you going away?
Swift and merciful. Dodge this. Don't push your luck. Cool it.
Come on.
Freeze. A touch of frost. Dodge this.
Yeah, I don't think that was a good run, so probably didn't get any. Apparently I got 2 somehow. Not sure how, but I did.
What's the hurry? Swift and merciful. Cool it. Submit for judgment. What's the hurry? A touch of frost. Freeze. Dodge this.
Okay.
One with my blood. Cool it. Dodge this.
Come on. All of you group up.
A touch of frost. Freeze. Dodge this. Cool it.
Alright, 2 more. Almost there. Just a little bit more. And I'll be far, and I'll be free of this goddamn hell that I put myself into.
Swift and merciful. Freeze. Cool it. A touch of frost. Freeze. The smoke will be frozen in time. Cool it. Dodge this.
Alright, 1 more. Just 1 more.
What's the hurry? Swift and merciful. One with my blade.
Come on.
Cool it.
Finally. I'll never have to do that again. That was not very pleasant, but we did it. And that's what matters. Now what we need to do is melt and freeze. Alright, that should be fine. Let's see, what can we get melt? I think melt should be done here, if I do remember correctly. Oh no, wait, it's not this one. I don't think it is, yeah. I think it's... Oh yeah, it's probably that one that I don't have unlocked yet. So... where would I get that? Melt. probably should unlock this one for that.
I see everything.
Let's see. All right. Alrighty doody. There should be another one. I think. Yep, it's this one.
Torn to oblivion!
Okay. I'm just looking at interactive maps so I don't miss out on like other chests and stuff like that simultaneously.
Illusion shattered!
Oh, so you collect these?
Let's see, there's another one I think on top. Oh yeah, that one. It's not high enough. Oh no, actually, I made
Yes.
it.
Very nice.
Let's see, there was another silly, I think, somewhere here.
Yes. Very nice.
Where's that other one, though? Oh right, it's here. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure there should be one more. Oh, I guess I need anime character there. Let's see who can I put. Probably Sucrose.
I want to help.
Alright, that was all. Now let's do the other thing. Which would be... Okay, who should I use? I guess we'll go with Chongyun again, and probably Yanfei.
Next time, be sure to make a proper appointment.
I probably shouldn't equip Yanfei again with all the stuff that she had before. Yeah, should be fine. Yeah, that should be good. Probably should heal Chongyun as well, just so he doesn't die on me.
whence you came.
Alright, that was better. This one should be as hard as all the others. I guess I should put some on Chunyun as well, just so he has at least a little bit of elemental mastery. Otherwise he won't be able to really do much. Alright. Alright, that should be a little bit better.
A touch of frost.
Motion to compel.
Spirit blade. One with my blade.
Incinerate!
Let's see how many I actually did so far.
From whence you came.
I think that should be fine. see. I think I can do that one in Abyss, because I'm pretty sure there's cryo slimes there. Hydro. There's cryo slimes here. Hydro. Let's see. Probably can do it here.
I see everything. Yeah, sharing my knowledge. Everyone hold hands.
Inadmissible evidence!
I see everything.
Alright. I think I might end stream for today, because I mean, we did quite a lot. We did quite a few achievements today. I'll probably do these ones a little bit later. I might actually even do them off camera just to not put you guys through the pain. And I might do like the last one on stream, like might do this melt one on stream. That might be fun to watch. Me suffering. But I think I'm gonna end it here for now. And I'll probably do another stream tomorrow at about 5 PM GMT. Or maybe even a little bit earlier. I'll try to notify you beforehand. But thank you very much for watching, guys. It was really fun. I hope you had a good time. And make sure to catch up on new streams in the future, as well as the videos. And I'll see you all later. Hope you have a nice day. Bye-bye.